I win at golf. I win at golf. That I can tell you.
The caddies call him Pele.
Donald Trump, probably at the minute.
Is terrible, and it's not the way a leader should act.
Would you play with him again?
I don't know if he'd want to play with me again. I'm avoiding that.
From public feuds over golf course contracts to blistering critiques of character, the relationship between the 47th president and the professional golf world isn't as smooth as the azalea greens.
Are you watching Donald Trump?
Today, we're counting down the top 6 golfers who absolutely hate the man in the Oval Office. Wait, the Golden Bear? Didn't he endorse him? Yes, but it's complicated. While Nicklaus has been a public supporter, the relationship has been strained by business. In 2022, Nicklaus companies actually sued Jack, and part of the drama involved his dealings with the Trump organization. There's a legendary story of Jack trying to help Trump design a course in the Bronx, Ferry Point, only for the project to turn into a decade-long bureaucratic nightmare. While Jack might vote for the guy, those who know the Golden Bear say he's grown weary of the baggage that comes with the Trump Association in the golf business world. It's less hatred and more, I'm too old for this drama. LPGA legend Suzanne Pettersen provided perhaps the most hilarious and blunt assessment of playing with the 47th president. In a 2018 interview with the Norwegian newspaper Verdens Gang, Pettersen didn't hold back, famously stating, "He cheats like hell." She went on to describe a phenomenon that many amateur golfers wish they could replicate, the magical migrating golf ball. Pettersen noted that no matter how deep into the woods his ball flew, it was always sitting pretty in the middle of the fairway by the time they reached it. She joked that he must pay his caddies very well for their ball-finding skills. While she later tried to walk back the comments as fake news and taken out of context after the headlines exploded, the tape of her laughing about his 69s and course records tells a different story. If you want a technical breakdown of a golf swing, you call Peter Kostis. If you want a technical breakdown of how to cheat at golf, apparently you also call Peter Kostis, because he's seen it firsthand. The longtime CBS analyst sat down on the No Laying Up podcast and dropped a bomb that made his Patrick Reed critiques look like compliments. Kostis claimed that while he was working, he witnessed Trump's creative interpretation of the rules multiple times. His favorite story involves Trump hitting a ball into the water, only to have it miraculously reappear on the green while everyone was still walking up. Kostis joked that Trump doesn't just play golf, he plays a version of the game where physics and the rulebook are merely suggestions. When a guy who spent decades dissecting swings on slow-motion cameras says you're fudging the numbers, it's hard to argue the optics. For years, Brandel Chamblee was the moral compass of the Golf Channel, railing against the darkness of LIV Golf and its associations with Trump properties. He once called the potential merger one of the saddest days in the history of professional golf. But in early 2025, Brandel pulled a strategic pivot that would make a seasoned politician blush. After playing a round of golf with the president, Chamblee revealed that his mind had been changed. He described the president as magnanimous and admitted that after 18 holes of debate, he finally saw the big picture. Apparently, all it took to get Brandel to stop calling it a murderous regime was a few hours in a golf cart and being told that LIV's financial backers love golf more than you do. It was the ultimate waving the white flag moment, proving that in golf, even the sharpest tongues can be softened by a good drive and a bit of flattery. Tom Watson is the elder statesman of golf, a man whose word carries more weight than a Tour Pro's travel bag. While he has shared a history with Trump, most notably at Turnberry, the site of his legendary duel in the sun, Watson has grown increasingly vocal about the darkness he feels has been cast over the sport. In 2021, Watson was among the most prominent voices supporting the PGA of America's decision to strip Trump Bedminster of the 2022 PGA Championship following the events of January 6th. Watson didn't just stop at a press release. He wrote an open letter expressing his deep concerns about the soul of the game. For a man who values the purity of golf above almost all else, the association with the Trump brand became a hazard he was no longer willing to play through. While not a pro in the sense of winning green jackets, Peter Dawson was the man running the R&A, the folks who decide where the Open Championship goes. Under his watch and his successors, the R&A made a massive, silent statement. They effectively blacklisted Trump Turnberry. Turnberry is widely considered one of the best courses on the planet, but the R&A has essentially said, thanks but no thanks, as long as the Trump name is on the gate. Dawson and the organization cited the security risks and potential for protest as distractions that would overshadow the oldest major in golf. It's the ultimate, it's not you, it's your brand breakup. Rory McIlroy doesn't usually shy away from a confrontation. Just ask his former agents or anyone who supported Live Golf early on. His stance on Donald Trump became famously blunt in 2020 when he told the McIlroy Golf podcast that he would never play with him again after criticizing his leadership. Fast forward to early 2025, and Rory's never turned into a, well, maybe one round. After hitting the links with the president in Florida, Rory emerged with a surprisingly optimistic, if slightly confusing, take. He claimed that despite Trump hosting live events on his own grass, the president isn't actually a fan of the 54-hole shotgun start format. Rory even suggested that Trump is secretly on the PGA Tour's side and could be the ultimate mediator to end the sport's civil war. It's a classic Rory pivot, from a hard no to seeing the president as the only man who can clear the way for a peace deal. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, I am certain you will enjoy this next one. Click the video on your screen now.